Hi Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon, and I grabbed some decks just to kind of see where we're at in our journeys. I know that the Lionsgate portal is still here. It's good through the 12th of August, and you've probably been experiencing ascension symptoms and just different ways that the Leo energy of the Lionsgate portal has been affecting you. So I am curious about what's going on in your lives. I know, again, me personally, I have been experiencing different things, good and bad. You know, ascension symptoms may present themselves as headaches, that kind of thing. Just different things within your body. The way I look at it is your soul is evolving, and the ascension symptoms are your body trying to catch up to it. So I just want to thank you all so much for showing up here today. And I do truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you've been here for a while, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. All right. So we're going to just play with a few decks today, see what we have going on out there in the collective. All right, Spirit. Tell me what we have going on out there in the collective right now. Okay, first one out is community. I love it. So some of us are getting out there and gaining a sense of community with our neighbors, with our friends, you know, just getting involved in things. So some of us might be seeking out groups that are like-minded individuals to us and working together on projects. That's beautiful energy there. Okay, this one, between worlds. Yep, a lot of us feel this. So again, I did say that the ascension symptoms feels like, you know, our souls are evolving and then our bodies are catching up. So I kind of get this also being torn between the spiritual and the physical worlds. Okay. And let's see what else. Let's get one more. And then imagine. I love it. Yes. Okay. So this is very much what we're torn between. I mean, you can draw the line and say this is the physical aspect of our lives and this is what we're dreaming of. This is the things that we're manifesting. What are we envisioning for ourselves? All right. Now, the weird thing is the bottom of the deck here, we have chop wood. Now, every time I see this card, I laugh. I laugh hysterically because you're literally up here feeling like, okay, I've got this going on in the 3D. I have this going on, you know, in the 5D, let's just say. And while we're manifesting something that hasn't shown up yet, what are we supposed to be doing with ourselves? That's where the chop wood card comes in, okay? So busy yourself with the things that bring you joy, that bring you passion, okay? So chop wood is all about just keep busy. You are in the midst of manifesting something amazing. Okay, you're building things in the 3D as well as the 5D. So you don't need to worry about this. It's not like a past and a future mentality. It's all on one existence. Okay, this is in the process of manifesting. And while we're in the midst of this, keep yourself busy. Don't worry too much about what's on its way to you, you know, how it's coming, who it's coming, you know, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Stay busy. Do the busy work. Because then it's just going to show up out of nowhere and you're going to be like, wow, I manifested this. And you're going to feel like it happens so much faster. Like the message I'm getting with this is don't sit there and watch the paint dry. You have painted a masterpiece and you don't need to sit there and watch the paint dry. Go move on to your next piece. And so on and so forth. Okay? All right. Let's get some tarot on this. We'll jump into tarot within these piles. And then I also grabbed the Herbal Astrology deck. So we'll get some messages for that as well. All right, everybody. Let's check in the community sector of this reading. What are we building within our communities? What does the collective need to know right now? The Knight of Wands. All right. So this is about finding your like-minded individuals that are all passionate about something, okay? Building a solid foundation towards something, okay? Maybe even celebrations of things. And I'm getting that this was something that we couldn't attain prior or weren't sure how to attain prior. And now it's being revealed to you. So pay attention to your dreams right now, okay? Dream journal, because your dreams are trying to give you information. So sometimes it can be very clear, sometimes it can be very muddy. The process of journaling gets it out, and then kind of take your dreams over, let's just say a 4 to 7 day period, you know, just some string of days, and look at any common themes within them, because that's where your information is coming in for some of you. Now, the rest of you may want to just pay attention to signs and synchronicities. You know, maybe you are called to join a group and you show up for the first meeting and you suddenly realize, hey, these are my people. Why didn't I see this before? All right, is there anything else to go with this pile here? All right. Got that one that flew way out. That is a reversed Two of Cups. Let me grab it. All right. And then we also got a Knight of Cups and an Eight of Swords. All right. So with the reversed Two of Cups, there may have been some situation that you anticipated to work out with a happy home, like a soulmate. And there was some truth. Man, this is going way deeper than I initially navigated. So let's go down to the depths. So, all right. We have a reverse Two of Cups. And there may have been a marriage involved. Someone you thought was your soulmate turned out not to actually be a soulmate. And there was something that you didn't see the truth of. Now, I am getting very strong, again, with the Knight of Wands. That can mean so many things, but I'm getting that in and out energy. Somebody would come in strong and show you a good time. Things would be happy, things would be great, and then they'd run away just as fast. I'm getting like love bombing, especially with this Knight of Cups as well. And some of you may have even felt like imprisoned in this house of imprisonment. And there may have been, you know, lies and manipulation that came along with it. Oof. And there may even have been a community involved. All right. I don't want to dwell too long in this energy because it's not a fun energy to sit in. All right. Let's push this up a little bit. Okay. Oof. Let's jump over to the Herbal Astrology and see what we can get to go with this. Oh boy. It's so interesting how 3 cards can read as one energy, and then you pull more and it's like, oh, okay, we're going a different direction, and that's just how the energy works. All right, what do we have to go with this? What do we have to go with this pile, please, Spirit? Okay. Go to Cola. Higher consciousness. All right. We'll read on that because That is an unfamiliar card to me. I have not read on that one yet. So that's number 17, if that relates to anybody. 1-7 is also 8. And again, we are in the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. Okay. So the upright meaning of this is hermit, solitude, soul searching, realization, greater knowing, and enlightenment. The astrological ruler is the moon and Mercury. Mercury is in retrograde currently. Some planets resemble the parts of the human body that affect a natural phenomenon called the doctrine of signatures, and it proves to be true in the case of Gotu Kola, which is shaped like the human brain. For thousands of years, it has been used in India for focus, cognitive function, and overall mental performance, creating a harmonizing, healing effect. The Taoist master and herbalist Li Ching Yun, who is said to have died at age 256, was a big proponent and student of this plant. It was also used to relax the nervous system, repair nerve trauma, and reduce stress and anxiety. In Ayurveda, Gotu Kola is classified as Rasayana, or a masterful rejuvenating herb due to its ability to restore function and balance and nourish many aspects of the body and mind. Gotu Kola, like the wise hermit in the tarot, signals the achievement of great wisdom through solitude and trust. You are entering a period of deep inner contemplation. Looking for answers requires solitude and disconnection from the regular casualties of life. Gotu Kola walks through the undiscovered pathways of the subconscious mind with precision, guided by the light of the northern star. You are moving into a new and higher stage of being. If you are experiencing a sense of loneliness or alienation, you are perhaps living a reality where your own deep truths have been denied. This is a time for introspection, a time for rest, meditation, and inner work. Your consciousness is undergoing transmutation. Take the time to study, invoke your higher consciousness every day through meditation and contemplation. All right. Wow. So, going back to this, this all does very strongly tie together here, because as we do our inner work, things come to light. And again, these may be things that were previously hidden from us. That's this Two of Swords. Or the red flags were present and we didn't want to see the truth. Okay, so this could very much go both ways. There are probably likely truths hidden from us on purpose, and then truths that we just didn't want to see. Okay. Now, what I'm gathering with this is whatever did occur here in this relationship, where we thought someone was our soulmate and they turned out not to be, there was a lot of abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, possibly, psychological abuse, manipulation, okay? That's where this Eight of Swords comes in, where they wanted you to feel trapped. And again, with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, a lot of love bombing involved here. Yuck. What I'm picking up here too is that you have found the strength to get out of it. These truths that were hidden from you or that you didn't want to see are now seen, and they cannot be unseen. Okay? You now totally understand what occurred in this situation and are choosing better for yourself. Okay, that comes with the introspection, the meditation, and going within. Very powerful reading here so far. Yikes. Okay, so let's get to this between worlds. So we are all in the midst of our transitional period. Okay, think of this as the chrysalis, where the caterpillar is now going into the chrysalis. and then out pops the butterfly after the fact. So, what are we going through while we're between these worlds? What is the situation here? Okay. The cat. The lovers. So, all right. The lovers is about a choice. You know, having to make a choice. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I pick this person? Do I pick that person? It could even just be a choice of, where do I eat today? Okay, the 9 of Pentacles. The choice. Yeah, I love it. Okay, the choice to be alone. 9, these are I'm going at it solo cards. Okay, single energy for both of these. And the 5 of Cups is, you know, someone being sad over losing something. So you have your 5 cups, 3 are spilled over. There's still 2 upright, but over here the 2 is also knocked over. So one of the things that we're, I'm going to say not being called to dwell in is this sadness energy, okay? You have the choice to sit in this sad energy of what you've lost or what you have to leave behind, or you can choose to sit in your single solo energy and be happy as pie. Okay? I love these images. Every time I see this one, she's up in her castle with her gun. She is happy. She's got that smile on her face. Now, again, it's a zombie deck, so this is all about like zombie apocalypse stuff. She's like, I'm not going to sit here in this cemetery and cry over what I've lost. I'm going to stay up in my tower and defend my position, and I am happy doing so alone. Okay? At least I can trust myself. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is about, again, acquiring the wealth and luxuries in life and enjoying it. You're doing it by yourself, but it's the last stage before you cross over. Okay? Let's see if there's any more that want to come out. Okay, so I just thought of something else, or something came to me here. The 10 of Swords, look at that. Oh, bleh. All right. So this between worlds up top. This can also be us. I'm not going to say we're struggling, okay? But it might be a struggle. We're figuring out when to sit in our solitude and do our shadow work, our meditation, and doing that alone, and when to come out of that and join the community, you know, be imaginative and think of things that we are manifesting, okay? Being happy where we're at. This is being happy with what we have and being happy in the present moment. Now, the 10 of Swords came out. That is finality. That is end of a cycle. That is, you know, potentially being stabbed in the back. The point is, you're not alive anymore. You have reached the bottom. You've reached the end. Okay, the bottom of the well, the end of the rope, whatever you want to consider the end, the bottom. You've reached it already. And again, with your choice, you can choose to dwell on the sadness and the betrayal. Or you can choose to be happy and single and love yourself, live in the now. That's your choice between the two. All right, let's do an herbal astrology for this pile. Okay. We've got tobacco offering. Okay. And that is number 24. So this stands for power, ofrenda, which is offering, divine gift, invocation, respect, deep alignment with will and purpose. This is Mars and Pluto. Tobacco is used among indigenous groups across the Americas as an offering to the gods for smoke cleansing, as an offering to the spirits, as a sacred smoke at council meetings, and as a ceremonial juice during vision quests, widely used by shamans in the Amazon, called tabaqueros. Tobacco is considered a planta maestra, teacher master plant. These plants are key to protective spirits and important allies and guides in the healing of humanity. The gods of power are here to serve, and they demand loving respect. Tobacco reminds us to utilize power compassionately. How we use and direct this power determines the quality of life. Offer your actions as a divine gift, selflessly and in service to the sacred. Grandfather Tobacco's protective and powerful energy lovingly opens the doorway to spirit and to those who ask with humility and respect. Don't allow the illusions of power to ignite destructive behaviors or propel you towards addictive habits. Okay. So, I've said this in previous readings, addictive habits. Love can be an addictive habit. It's bringing up that song, you might as well face it, you're addicted to love. So if this is you and you're addicted to love, don't let it be detrimental to your growth. If love is all that's on your mind and you're ignoring the other things in your life, this is what's making you feel this, end of life and up in your head energy, okay? Don't let what happened here affect what's going to happen here. Instead, take the lessons and use it as part of your power and growth. All right, let's get over to this imagine. I love it. It's beautiful energy. Let's get some tarot on this pile. All right, first one out, the sun. Yes, the sun. The sun is beautiful. The sun rises every day. I thank the sun every day that it shines in my window every morning. I've got the Queen of Wands. Okay. Feminine energy. Strong and passionate. Again, that could be a Leo. We did talk about the Lion's Gate. The Six of Wands. Also with the fire energy. Wands are fire. The Chariot. Okay. Anything else? And the Knight of Swords. Okay. So, as we were going through this, I was focusing on this chariot in particular because I just watched a show about, the old Roman days, how they did chariot races. And it was like a bloodbath, honestly, because they would get out on this giant track, and I think they said it measured 4 to 5 football fields in length, and it took them 15 minutes to get from one end to the other, and then they had to turn like a racetrack and come back around. And what was happening was, first of all, it was hard to get control of these horses to move forward. So they were smashing into each other. They were also rigging their chariots to have spikes on the sides and all kinds of things to damage the other people kind of trying to race as well. So what the chariot is bringing here is us being able to steer the chariot in the right direction, okay? I know that especially when it's a race and there's other people involved, it can be hard to figure out how to steer your own chariot. But that's part of mastering and balancing your internal masculine and feminine energy, like the yin and the yang. Okay, you have the two horses in the front. And as you get them both going, you don't have one going off in one direction and one going off in the other. You're working together to go forward. All right. And with the Queen of Wands here, this is about us stepping into our leadership roles, moving forward passionately. Okay. Strong feminine energy. Now we also got the Knight of Swords. So, you know, he here is on a tank. Swords is also fast moving energy. So we are utilizing the elements and our balance of energies to move forward passionately towards what we desire and being victorious at it. All right, let's get a herbal astrology for this one. Okay, what do we have to go with this pile? We got rosemary. Ancient memory. I love it. Okay, let's read on rosemary. That's number 3. So this is remembrance, ancient memory, multidimensional sight, recollection, commitment, and loyalty to a vision. I love it because, again, imagination. That's your vision of what you want for your life, and that's what we're taking our chariot and working towards. Rosemary has been used medicinally dating back to the ancient Greeks and Romans in 500 BC. Dried sprigs of rosemary even showed up in Egyptian tombs as early as 3000 BC. The ancients were well acquainted with its hardy shrub, which had a reputation for strengthening the mind and memory. It became the symbol for fidelity for new lovers during wedding ceremonies and was used in religious rites and at funerals. During weddings, it was entwined in the wreath worn by the bride and dipped in scented water to bless the union as a symbol of the sacred moment and eternal loyalty. Ruled by both Mercury and the planet of the mind and the sun, the planet representative of our base, ego, and superego. Rosemary embodies this holy connection, the mind of the ego to the superego, the higher mind. This card signifies past feelings and emotions are resurfacing from deep within you. You may find yourself remembering and accessing ancestral memory that resides within your DNA. Rosemary assists us in healing through multidimensional sight, reminding us to use the power of vision to see beyond the constructs of everyday life. Don't disassociate or get consumed by the veil that broadcasts emotional imbalance. Call upon rosemary as a guiding light to see beyond the veil of confusion and stay committed to the vision that moves you. Wow, I love it. So again, using our chariot, the sun was also involved here, so this card also represents the sun. Over here, we had veil and illusionment, okay? And we had to go within and trust our higher consciousness to see it. And as we're evolving, okay, between the worlds and deciding whether to sit in this sorrow, in this end-of-life energy, or to be happy and live in the moment, then we can move forward with our chariot victoriously with the quickness and go towards that life that we imagine. Okay? And we are the makers of our life. All right? We're the ones that have to remove that veil of illusion and see what it is that we truly desire for ourselves and passionately go towards it. All right? All right, I love this message for today. Let's get some healing spirits and just to close this out, just to see what we have here. Listen to the voice within when it persists. I love it. Yes. So that voice within, like I said, when I did talk about red flags over here, whether the things were hidden from you or you chose not to see them, deep down your subconscious was still alerting you to some situation over here. And when you go within, you finally start to unveil certain things. And again, certain things about situations, about people. I'm getting to that there might be, let's just say, family secrets. Okay, we do have community up here. So that ties me to a group of people, whether it be a group of friends, a group of family, whatever the group of people is, there have been secrets unveiled over here. And it was likely secrets that nobody ever wanted to see the light of day. And now that you're of a higher consciousness, you're picking up on those things. All right, what else? To overcome, you first have to climb. This is true. So again, this goes to this choice. You can sit here in this Ten of Swords energy, in this loss, this emotional loss energy, or you can choose to pick yourself up and be happy and satisfied with what you have in your life now and not worry so much about what's gone. You've got to climb and you've got to pick yourself up to do it. Heal the past and fix tomorrow. Look at all this green. I love it. It's beautiful. So we cannot move forward until we've healed our past. That just is the way it is. So as you heal your past, you also in turn fix tomorrow. Ask your spirit guide. Okay, so some of you are communicating more with your spirit guides and trusting what messages are being sent to you. Universal love is true love. So love all. All right. And again, that may have been something back here that was lacking. It may have felt like love, and so much so that you thought that this was your soulmate, but I am picking up that it could have been a trauma bond. So those kind of flurry of energies running through you, you may have thought were kind of the love feelings, but it was probably put into place to trigger something so that you healed it. So this may have been a trauma bond. And the other thing I'm going to say with this is, even if this person did do you wrong in some way, your mission is not only to heal your traumas, your wounds, whatever conflicts you have within you, your shadow self, but it is also to understand that this person was put in your life for a reason, and that it is typically to mirror something to you so that you heal it. You are to thank them for coming in and showing you the lesson and teaching you the lesson, and wish them well on their way. Forgive them, forgive yourself, love all. And I know that, again, I'm hearing that, oh man, but they did me so dirty. That might be hard to do for some of you. And it may take time. Now, I'm not, I'm not suggesting you go up to this person and say, I forgive you. Yeah, that's not required. Say it to yourself, acknowledge it within yourself, and wish them well. That's all you can do. And you don't have to ever see or talk to them again. It's not a requirement. Even if they want closure with you, you don't have to give them closure. And if they refuse to give you closure, you create your own closure. Okay? Happiness is freedom from fear. I agree. So again, going to this Between Worlds pile. The Ten of Swords, man, that can feel horrid. And so can the Five of Cups. It's painful. It's sadness. It's loss. You can choose to live in that. Or you can choose to live in your happiness. My happy moment is in the here and now. It always is. You're never going to find happiness outside of the here and now. Okay, and that's the last one. You are your purpose. And then bottom of the deck here, true love can never really be lost. So if any of you are searching out there for your other half, let's just say, your soulmate, your real soulmate, not the fake one that showed up here, there is that red string of fate that ties souls together. And in true divine timing, you can never be separated. You are always connected. And true love can never really be lost. Now that goes for true love inside yourself. That goes for true love with you and another soul. So however that resonates with you, just know that even if at this time, again, if you're going through the dark night of the soul, it can feel dark. It can feel lonely. It can feel isolating. But you have lots of support. You have your spirit guides, and they are saying ask. Ask for whatever it is that you need. Ask for their support. Ask for their guidance. Ask for their protection. Protection to me is the number one thing that I immediately was like, yes, I need that. Help me, please. All right. So that is your message for today. Thank you all so much for being here. And hopefully this message resonated with some of you or all of you or whoever needed to hear it. These messages are timeless, so whenever you find it, it's meant for you. If the title grabbed your attention, it's also meant for you. So thank you for showing up. And I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. Make sure you're filling your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's up. Go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. Thank you so much again for showing up. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.